Never before in American history has one family held such an enormous concentration of political power. The plan is perfectly plain: to retain and perpetuate this power for decades. 2 terms for JFK, 2 for Bobby, and 2 for Ted. And in each administration, the brothers who are not president would take over the most powerful cabinet posts. They have several $100 million and some of the best brains on earth to carry it through. They have put together a powerful coalition of big city machines, labor, Negroes, Jews, liberals, and the press that will make him unbeatable in 1964.
Wait a minute, Professor. He's appointed Republicans to the Treasury, to the Navy. Another is head of the CIA. My brother Bobby worked on Joe McCarthy's committee. The old man is further to the right than I am.
Ancient history, Harold. The man's come out for cuts on the oil depletion allowance. He's stopping mergers under the Antitrust Act. He promises to close down 52 domestic and 25 overseas military bases.
Foster, since when do you believe the promises of politicians, especially in an election year?
Times have changed, Mr. Ferguson, and tactics along with them. In the next few months, you're going to see JFK do the following. 1, he's going to lead the Black Revolution instead of fighting it. Now, we all know what that means, don't we?
Damn right, a white backlash. Federal troops backing up the blacks, blood in the streets.
2, he's going to try to put across a test ban treaty with the Russians. And 3, he's going to try to pull out of Vietnam and turn Asia over to the communists.
Ridiculous. The American public would never stand for that.
Come on, Harold. The American public will stand for what it has to stand for, what it's told to stand for, or what it's educated to stand for.
Done effectively, the public would soon be disenchanted with the war.
Which would make action imperative.
What kind of action?
Executive. I'll take it from here, Bob. Let's all go in the other room.
Why the other room?
Just a short walk. Do you good.
There's nothing wrong with my heart, James.
Got you there, Jim.
Tell me, sir, to what do you ascribe your great good health?
Hard liquor and soft women.
Sell that gentleman, please.
Always.
This country was not made by people who sat in their own community and followed their own private interests. Instead, it was made by the men who recognized that change means progress. And progress means the welfare of our people. That's what makes this a great country.
In Europe, heads of state always die at the hands of conspirators. Our presidents are killed by madmen. The pattern is remarkably consistent. Abraham Lincoln, April 14th,
1865.
Target, sitting and stationary. Range 6 inches, successful. James Garfield, July 2nd, 1881. Target walking at 2.5 miles per hour. Range 3 feet. Successful. William McKinley, September 6th, 1901. Target, standing and stationary. Range, 1 foot. Successful. Theodore Roosevelt, October 14th, 1912. Target standing and stationary. Range, 6 feet. Wounded. Survived. Franklin D. Roosevelt, February 15th, 1933. Target sitting and stationary. Range, 23 feet. 5 shots, 5 misses. In no case was the killer an expert marksman. In every case, the Secret Service was unprepared. And in every case, the assassin was a political fanatic willing to die to get the president. Now, no professional technician can be expected to lay his life on the line for such a cause. So we've determined that our action can best be carried out during a motorcade.
How so?
Because they're scheduled well in advance. And they give you a chance to fire from cover and get away in the confusion.
How do you select your operatives?
I can tell you, Harold, now in the old days, you used to have to train your own men from the ground up, keep them on your payroll the rest of their lives. No more.
Wow. You know how many men were fired by the CIA after the Bay of Pigs fiasco? There's a small army of anti-Castro Cubans. They're all available. They can do anything, from picking a lock and bugging an embassy to taking care of an ambassador.
So, how many of them do you need?
A team of 3 men. I've had 2 teams in the field for over a month.
Why, 2?
1 team will be selected for action, the other for backup and getaway. These are all men I've used before, Harold. Trained, reliable, professional. Now, 1 man firing from long range at a moving target is out of the question. Even with 2 men, we found the percentages of failure are too high. The only possible scenario is 3 rifles with triangulated fire. 2 firing at a retreating target, and the 3rd firing as the target advances.